Of passengers would have been a very welcome sight. As it was, most of them had turned out merely because it was the last journey. One exception was Verdon White from Devonport.
Mr. White, with your tape recorder and your camera, you're everyone's idea of what a railway bus ought to be.
Yeah, that's right.
How often have you travelled on the Tasman?
43 times.
43 times? Well, what do you think of all the people who are making their first and last trip on the Tasman today?
Well, they should have woken up before and been on it, I think, you know. They shouldn't leave it right to the last.
It was a respectably lengthy train for once, and it must have run at a profit. But did the once-only passengers feel any remorse?
Are you sorry that the Tasman's going?
Absolutely. I think it's sabotage.
Do you realise that it's just because people like you never travelled on it that it's been taken off?
This is quite true.
Do you feel any sense of guilt?
Well, you do in one way, yes. Should be more patronised.
Don't be rude about it, because he's been down with arthritis and couldn't get out.
Well, how often have you travelled on it?
This is my first trip.
Well, do you feel guilty about not supporting it earlier?
Well, in a way, no, because we've had such a lot of worry with sickness was one thing and another, and we couldn't get around.
Yes.
And when he retired, we got over a bit of that.
Yes.
And we're starting, these people are our friends, because they travel, they brought us.
Despite the interest and the crowd, there were empty seats, and several passengers said they'd been told yesterday that the train was booked out. Some official Jonah, perhaps? For guard Max Brennan, 46 years in the railways, there's one unassailable fact about the whole sorry story.
Oh, well, I should say if the crowd has turned up today, if we had had that most of the year and all the time, well, we could have quite possibly been still running.
It doesn't run at a profit. It doesn't run anywhere near a profit.
Well, why doesn't it run at a profit? Why
because
doesn't
no one wants to travel on it.
Exactly, because of the shocking apathy in this rotten state at the moment. You know, things, and you can blame what government you like, the previous one or this one, or the state Labor government or the opposition or whatever. But there's a terrible apathy.
The Hobart Bridge is essential. That costs a lot of money to run. They can't take that away, can they? The railway's essential too. This is the only state in Australia without a passenger train.